Hello, I'm Guy, and this is Guy Robot. Hello! Well, I thought I'd do a quick review and unboxing video this week. I've actually been building a new NAS for my home network, and there's going to be a big video on that coming in the new year, much more than I want to cover quickly today. But I thought I'd give the case that I used for the build a quick review as well. Now, I had some quite stringent requirements on this case. It had to be orange. And that's actually harder than I thought it would be, because not only did it have to be orange, it also had to have a full ATX motherboard in it rather than a micro ATX or smaller size form factor. Because I was going to resalvage some of the parts I had from an old system that went in a full server case. And that limited my choice somewhat, until I found the Aerocool DS200 in orange. Now looking at the pictures, this was a very orange case, which is a good thing, and it seemed to be pretty decent, although it proved surprisingly difficult to track down in orange. I found one supplier with it left in stock in the UK. Nonetheless, I tracked it down, I managed to get one, and in fact, it's now built and next to me. But how did the build actually go with it? Well, unboxing it, it was fairly uneventful. It was like taking a case out of a cardboard box. It comes in a box with a picture of the case on it, and inside it's fairly well packaged. As well as the case itself, it comes with a separate top panel. So you've got a choice of having the solid plastic orange top panel, which obviously I'm keeping because it's cool, or you can have the mesh top panel if you're planning on using an extra air intake, such as for water cooling or additional fans in your system. So, great. Unpacked it, all looked nice. It's very, very orange. A couple of nice things as well on the unboxing. Actually, in the box of spares and components you get, as well as having all of the screws individually bagged and labelled, which is a nice change, rather than just remember what screws need to go where. If you've never really built a computer before, that's extra helpful. On top of that, it has extra plastic covers, including an orange fascia for a CD-ROM drive. So if you've got a CD-ROM drive with a flap-down front on it, now you can clip on a matching orange fascia, which I actually think is super cool. I haven't got a CD-ROM drive, but if I did, I'd be so annoyed that I didn't have a matching orange one. So kudos to Aerocool for doing that. Now, how was the build with this? Well, the build went pretty well. You can watch the video on the NAS build for that, which will be uploaded probably early in the new year. There were, however, a few niggles. The hard disk trays on the inside, a bit cheap and flimsy, not as great as I wanted them to be. They're actually fine once they're mounted on, and the 3.5-inch ones in particular had a nice kind of click system to push them in. However, the plastic quality just felt a bit cheap on a mid-range case. This thing was about £85. And it came with two fans. That's nice, but the problem with the fans that it came with is that they're not controllable by the integrated fan controller. In fact, that only applies for the fans that don't come with the case, which seems to be a bit weird. And furthermore, all of the fans that come with it or that can go into the controller are not PWM, so you're not going to get control out of your motherboard either, which means they're either on or off. Now, actually, they're pretty quiet fans. I haven't noticed them being on full. Probably that helps me predict this graphic card I've got in here, which sounds like a airplane going off or something. The wiring grommets to go from the front to back of the case, one of those fell out. That was a bit annoying. But the biggest thing I'd say is it's tight working on the space if you plan on fitting this. Now, one of the reasons, other than it's orange, that I chose this case was the number of bays it came with. It came with 6 3.5-inch bays, and it came with 2 for SSDs as well, plus the big 5.25-inch bays at the top as well. Now, that's great until you realise how little space there is to wire all of that together. If you have a full-size ATX board and a decent-sized power supply, and this thing's only got a Corsair RM750, I think, in it, then you've completely filled the case. There's literally no room. So you can just about wire everything through the back, but then there's nowhere to put any of your cables. So if you've used the maximum number of bays available, trying to find space to put the cables and actually close the case is a bit like going on holiday and jumping on your suitcase to try and get it in. Once you've got it in and the zip shut on your suitcase, it's all good. And that's where I am with that. But it did take me probably 5 minutes to just wedge all the cables in on the backside and be able to actually shut it. There certainly wasn't elegant wiring going on there. I just didn't have enough space to work. Whereas the Fantex one that I've got here, which I absolutely loved working on, seemed to have a ton of room on the other side. However, almost twice the price. Worth remembering that. Yeah, the most ridiculous thing, it's a multicolored case range. You can get it in dozens of different colors. It's got this cool little LCD display on the top, which has got a temperature sensor on it, which I love. And you can change the color of it, apart from orange isn't one of the colors. Yeah, every other color but orange on an orange case. Thankfully, the yellow color doesn't look very yellow and it looks slightly orange, so I've gone with that. Now, would I recommend this case? Depends on your budget, what you're looking for. It's available with a side panel if you want it for an extra £10, and it's available in a whole range of colours. The green looks awesome as well. Compared to the ridiculously giant case I have with the Fantex one here, it's not in the same ballpark, but it's also not in the same ballpark on pricing. It is £70, £80 versus, what was that, £140, something like that. And I think you get almost as much case with that for half the price, so that's good. There are a couple of bits where the quality is let down, namely on the quality of the plastics inside, not having quite enough space, being a bit tight to work, and some of it doesn't feel like the colour theme goes through far enough. Like it feels maybe there should be some orange of some kind on the side panels, just to kind of link it all through together from a design and aesthetics perspective. All in all, I was very happy with it. Give me some more orange LEDs and I'll be even better. The other thing to mention with this is it has soundproofing on the inside of the case, and that does make a difference on sound. This has a really noisy graphics card in at the moment and a lot of hard disks. But once I've got those sound panels on, it does make it quiet. However, I wouldn't say it's dead silent. Yeah, there's quite a few bits in there, but not enough that I should be able to hear it probably to the level I can. I would have thought the hard disk clicking might have been cancelled out by the sound insulation, but no, it just dampens it a little bit. Is it worth 70 quid? Yeah. Is it orange? Yeah. I love the fact it's orange. This thing looks awesome on my desk, so I'm really happy I've got it. Few niggles, Aerocool, sort those out, but overall very happy with it. And coming up in the new year will be a video of actually the NAS that I've built on this. In fact, not just a NAS, it's a virtualized NAS with a whole bunch of redundancy for hot swap. So that will be an interesting video. I think this has been an excellent case to work on for doing it. So there'll be some more coming up then. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Twitter. There'll be more photos of this build as it's gone along on Twitter as well at GuyRobotTV. Let me know if you like this video in the comments below. Either thumbs up or thumbs down it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.